Hey, it's Electric Brian here. I just got the full self-driving beta version 12.3.6 free month trial. I'm on my way to play golf, so I figured I would try it out, see how it works. And you see I have a full self-driving 12.3.6. Just got that early this morning. So I have the full screen of the car now. Not sure if that's better, but I'm going to navigate to the golf course I'm going to, and I'll see how that goes. So I put it in reverse. I wonder if it'll pull out of the... No, it doesn't look like it'll pull out of the garage. Maybe I'll have to back out onto the road for it to trigger. So it's a much bigger speed limit, current speed speedometer. Put it in the drive, getting going, and there we go. I have full self-driving enabled. Speed limit is 25 here. I would have gone farther away from these cars. So it is doing 25 in the 25. Even though it really couldn't see the stop sign, it seemed to know it was there, so that was good. This is a pretty busy road. You have to pull out pretty far on in order to be able to see. There's a hill off to the right, so it probably has to creep forward even more, and that was very good. Went right when it should have. I do have it set for the automatic speed. Stopped very hard. As soon as the car in front turned on its blinker, the car should have slowed down, but it waited just a little bit. But it went perfectly when it should have. Speed limit is 30, and everyone does do over that here, so just this turn it should slow down, because it's always going to be a red light pretty much when you get around this turn. It's going in the wrong lane. I'm taking over, putting it in the correct lane. One disengagement so far. That was pretty quick. The car was getting into the left turn lane when it should have been in the straight lane. I just sent that recording to Tesla. Hopefully they fix that. And I am wearing sunglasses, so that may mean I won't get nagged to hold the steering wheel, but my hands are on the wheel anyway. My foot is covering the brake. This drive is going to be all back roads and a state highway. It's not a limited access highway, so it will be the full self-driving, the new stack the whole way. It's no highway, which would just be the regular autopilot. So it missed one sewer divot, and then it kind of, I thought I was going to hit the second one, but it did miss it. I guess I see some people across the street. Slowed down unnecessarily, but I guess it's better to be safe. So in the first few minutes of driving, it feels more natural than the previous versions, but that's too small of a sample size. It's stopping way too much for this car that's just slowing down. But it did move through nicely. Let's see how well it will turn right on red here. And now that across the way has an arrow, we should be able to turn right on red. There's a car coming now, but we should be able to turn right on red. Oh, I'm going to hit the brake because we did not have the right of way. Even though it's a 2-lane highway, we have to wait for the people with the arrow. So, second disengagement. It turns out that that Jeep was turning into the left lane, so we could have turned into the right lane, but that's not the right way to do it. I'm not sure. I think I have it on the average setting. I don't know why it's not getting around this truck. And going, I'm gonna have to take over. It's not. I was thinking the speed limit was 15 or something. I don't know. It's a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit, and now it should be slowing down for the red light. It kind of slowed down a little bit and then gassed again. Pressed the accelerator again, and now it's stopping hard. It was red this whole time. It should have done a better job. One thing I see, it doesn't have the regeneration, the energy usage chart on. Wonder if that's just because I'm full self-driving. But I do like to see when it messes up and uses friction brakes. The lanes shift here, but it's well painted. Yep, did a very good job through that little construction zone. And my hands are right on the wheel, but I'm not giving force like previous versions. It would be nagging me now to apply force. I am wearing sunglasses, and I think that's a way to get around the nag on 12.3.6, but apparently in 12.4 you won't have a nag if you're not wearing sunglasses. But if you are wearing sunglasses, you will have a nag. Like, they're reversing it. It would be nice to still be able to wear sunglasses while driving on full self-driving, so that when there's glare, I could see if I had to take over. There seems to be extra traffic on the Berlin Turnpike today. I don't know if there's any crash or anything on I-91. the past, the acceleration has been way too hard, both the positive and negative acceleration. So far, the positive acceleration has been pretty good. The negative acceleration a little bit harder sometimes than it should be. Like right now, we just slowed down pretty hard and then started going again. It should be more gradual. I'm gonna press the accelerator a little bit here to get closer to the car in front because I'm possibly blocking people from getting into this left turn lane. I have to step on the gas again. It thinks the speed limit is 15, but it's not. It's 50. It's the second time it did that after a stoplight. So I had to step on the accelerator again there. So there's a few more minutes on this road, and then we'll be on back town roads the rest of the way. And I don't know why it stopped so hard. We saw the truck in front of the Prius was slowing down, so why didn't the Tesla slow down? Instead, braked very hard, and I even stepped on the brake more, which should never have to do. So that's the third disengagement. We are going 50 right now. Usually cars go 60 through here. So cars are passing me now. Now we'll have cars getting on and merging in, and this guy is gonna try to cut me off. Nope. It turned on the blinker, and it should not have turned on the blinker. That was another mistake. I turned off the blinker for it. And now it's going 15 again. Oh my goodness. The speed limit's 50. Don't go 15. That's the third time. Wow, that was dangerous. It started to slow down. Alright, so now I have a sharp right hand turn here. It could slow down for that. Everyone always goes in the shoulder. Okay, we're going in the shoulder too. Taking this turn very slowly. I was afraid of curbing the wheel, so I softened the turn. I don't know if it would have curbed it, but I don't want this to be the first curbing, so it's the fourth disengagement, but maybe I wouldn't have had to. It was very close to the curb. Let's see. Have to creep up to see over the hill. And okay. Very hard stop for some reason. Wow, it just floored it to get to 35. when the speed limit's 25. You don't have to use all that extra energy to speed up like that. So it is going 34. Most people do go over the speed limit through here. It's my first time I got a nag to apply pressure to the wheel. Alright, that was a much better stop. It's clear. Go, go, go! Why did you wait so long for the... Now the other cars probably were thinking that I was letting them go. We could have been out of their way. And it just stopped, slowed down hard to get to 25 and then sped up again. It should use consistent and gradual. Consistent speed, and when it has to change, use gradual speed changes. It's like it doesn't know there's a stop sign up here the way it's still accelerating, but wasn't terrible. And the 0 to 30 speed there was way too hard just to be approaching a van. That was, I would give that, leaving the stop sign, I'd give that a D-. Let's see if it does better at this one. So it could gradually, oh my goodness. It went 0 to 30 and then slowed down to 21. That's an F. I thought this full self-driving was going to be better, and then had to get super close to the van and then slow down hard. It knew the van was there the whole time, and why it just hit the gas to go downhill, the accelerator to go downhill. And again, it didn't see the van apparently. Had to sped up to 35 and then drop to 21 once it approached the van. And now it's doing it again. Accelerating hard. It knows how fast the van is going. Just go that same speed. I guess the sunglasses trick isn't working now, but 37 slows down quickly to 28 because it approaches the van. You don't have to ebb and flow. You just go consistent speed. It is annoying that the van is going 28 in a 35, but autopilot doesn't have to yo-yo its speed. So now up on the hill there is a person. Okay, it did go out under the yellow line to move over for them. That was very good. Now there's always a line of cars waiting to turn left up here. It's a 45 mile per hour road that's going through here, but people do tend to go 60. So it's a tough left. It is clear. It was clear. Oh, it waited for a car to come before it went. But we did get out of its hair pretty easily. So it was safe. It could have been safer. Nope. What is it doing? There's no road there. Oh my gosh. It was trying to go into someone's driveway? Wow. I had to take over. The car tried to turn into somebody's driveway about a tenth of a mile short of the actual turn. So now we're turning right. We should be able to, and maybe it is a little tight. Usually you could squeeze by cars, but this truck is pretty wide. So now, wow, it doesn't seem to know where the golf course is, because is it gonna? We're going from here to here, up its driveway. Is it not going to turn? I don't know why this navigation is so off. I've navigated here before just fine, just not on autopilot. So it thinks it's just gonna stop in the road? I was hoping it would drive me up the driveway. Nope, way too short. Oh my gosh. That was way too short of the... It put on its blinker a tenth of a mile short. And it was going to turn into another driveway. Oh my goodness. Alright, I don't know, I'll put full self-driving on again to see how it does going up the driveway, to see if it finds me a parking spot. Now, I don't like that the parking only backs in because I have golf clubs to get out. But I'm taking over. It looked like it was headed straight for those cars. It should have been able to handle driving all the way down to the parking lot. Now I need to find a parking spot. Let's see. I want to park. Start. So, auto park canceled. So I'm going to have it park into this spot here. I don't know why it's backing in when there's no reason to back in, but so there's no one around now. Hopefully it leaves me room to access the trunk, but it is, you know, of course, putting it right in the middle nicely. I'm just gonna stop it there because I need to get in the trunk. So that wasn't a very good drive. I don't understand why the car thinks, why the navigation thinks that there's a road over here. There is absolutely not. It's no outlet. It's a walking path that doesn't go out to this main road. It refuses to go up the driveway, even if I add a spot. Okay. Oh, they had it for a second. But even if I add a spot on the road right out front, it still insists on going around this way you can't go instead of just right there. So it's not really a fault of full self-driving. It's more just Tesla's navigation. But what if, see, it has it right there and then just flips over. I add a spot on this road, even on the driveway, it still doesn't work. I don't understand what navigation is doing. So I'm going to have to start full self-driving. I'm going to have to drive myself out to this main road and then full self-drive. Oh well. I was hoping I'd get to be able to go from parking spot to driveway, but that's not going to happen. Well, actually, and what I want to do is to see if it works any differently. I'm going to do autopilot in chill mode. I had an average on the way to golf. By the way, it wasn't a great round of golf, except the weather was perfect. It was fun, and I got one par, so that was worth it. So yeah, now I'm in chill mode. Like I said, I'm going to have to start driving myself. It wants to go away. You cannot go. So we get it up here. Maybe it'll figure it out. I get out of the parking lot where the golf carts are crossing. I'll try engaging now. All right. Now it knows that this is a road. It's going to have to pull out pretty far to be able to see. Wait. Okay. Yep, now I can see. No cars are around. No cars. Even in chill mode, floored it to 40 miles per hour and then just slows down to 34. That is minus. You know the speed you're going to go, don't floor it above that speed. I think they just want us to charge more. It's consuming more battery than it should. It's definitely using friction brakes when there's absolutely no need. It should just be using the regenerative braking. Florida to 46, 47. Alright, at least it's maintaining it this time. The speed limit is 45. Oh, I see the energy bar is on the left side now. It wasn't on the top before, so it still does have the energy consumption bar. I don't know why it's stopping right here. Phantom braking. Yeah, way early. I'm gonna turn. That's funny. It beat that itself. And slammed it up to 37. Really 37 and used less energy. So I'm going to arrive at 61%. Why are you flooring it? I have full self-driving set to chill, and I have acceleration set to chill. Little loop through these corners. It is doing a better job on this road now that there isn't the 25 mile per hour in front of it. I did not know how to handle that at all. So far, that's been unsafe. Just seems to have been annoying, uncomfortable. This segment of the drive. It's the stop ahead sign, and it's not slowing down. No, there's a stop sign. It had to use friction brakes. I hate that. Stop using friction brakes! Why would it speed up to 35 so abruptly when there's a stop sign right ahead? 25 mile per hour. You see what it does on aggressive. Yeah, that time it did stop better. This is bound to make people car sick the way it's driving. .4, whenever that comes out, better be a lot better than this. If they want any chance of having robotaxi existing. So they are approaching a school zone. Obviously, the school is not in session right now. It's staying 10 over the speed limit through the school zone. Got a better job stopping there. Just is using so much extra energy that it doesn't need to use. Rocking me back and forth in my seat. I hope it takes this turn a little bit wide because the curb juts out. We go. Very unsure of itself there, even though it's a three-way stop and no one was at the stop. Go. There's a red light in this little section, so it should not go any faster. It's going down on the wheel to slow down. All right, so we have the next two cars are both going left, so we should be turning. We should have been able to realize it was go. It's getting up to the speed really fast, so fast that it has to immediately let off the gas, the accelerator. It should gradually let off the accelerator. There's a red light. Why are you still going 53? You're approaching a red light. You're still going 53. And friction brakes. It's like this person never drove a Tesla before. Whoever is driving this car doesn't know how to use regenerative braking or one pedal driving. Okay, so it is getting back into the right lane. That's good. Now, again, there's a red light approaching a red light. It's still going 50. It should be slowing down by now. And had to hit the friction. I hate full self driving right now. This is the worst system. And now it's saying 15 miles per hour. The speed limit is 50, and it says the speed limit is 50. This is incredibly dangerous. Go! Now it's 50. 50. I cannot believe how dangerous this is. I don't understand. No. We are approaching a red light. Has to stop so hard because it doesn't prepare for the red light. At least now it's going to not do its stupid acceleration because there is a van in front of us. Nope. Still accelerating pretty hard into the van. Oh my god. 15 miles per... Oh my god, I hate full self-driving. This is so much worse than it was on the previous version. Why does it slow down to 15 miles per hour? Why does it think the speed limit changes to 15 miles per hour? It slows down hard. It should be gradual. Okay, we made it through that intersection without it changing the speed limit to 15. It's just not a smooth. Totally should have made that light. The slam on the brakes and all the way past the stop line. What I would have done there is I would have gotten into the right lane, made the light, passed everyone and made the light. I wonder if aggressive would have done that, but since it's on chill, it didn't. So, so I'm going hard and sitting around. To be in the left lane. Now's a very good time to go over. Not over in the intersection. It's good it did not overreact to the brake lights ahead of it. Just maintained the good speed there. We're not turning, we're going straight to the blinker on. And through here, there's a lot of manhole covers set pretty low in the road to avoid them all. We've hit two of them so far, but they weren't so bad. Missed that one, that was good. This one we're going to hit. Should have gotten into the straight lane more easily than it did. So it stays to the right of this area. Does some things very well and other things just absolutely horrible. So I hope it handles this right turn like a real driver would instead of taking the turn super slowly. Alright, it's coming to a stop. slow down nicely. It was totally got the wheel. Oh, I made it to golf and back from golf safe and sound. So that's a plus. But I don't know. I guess I might give full self driving my experience today on 12.3.6. I guess a D minus. I mean, basically, it was unusable, though, but it did enough things. It got enough extra credit, I guess, to bring it to a D minus, but at the same time, it wasn't usable. The way it would just go 15 miles per hour after it goes through an intersection. It thinks the speed limit is 15 miles per hour when it's clearly 50. I let it sit there for a while on one of them because there was no one anywhere near behind me, and it never got over 15 miles per hour until I hit the accelerator. And then other times it just was trying to make me car sick. I don't get car sick, but it seemed like it was trying to make me car sick the way it was just flooring it and slowing down hard. It just like pushed me to the back of the seat as it was flooring it, and then it just got up to the speed, so it just stopped. It needs to be a lot more gradual. And then a big fault of it was the navigation. Not really full self-driving's fault, but they go hand in hand. It didn't go the right way. It thought a road existed that didn't exist. So I had to take over for a lot of the drive. So if I didn't mind the car sickness of it, it still wouldn't have been usable the way it navigated incorrectly and was going 15 miles per hour in a 50. So maybe my D minus actually is an F. I'll use it again to see if it gets any better. Hopefully there's an update that makes it better. Right now, 12.3.6 was pretty much unusable. Well, I'll see you next time. Hopefully it's a better result for full self-driving. Bye.